Today's OD, Above the Fold, big story, and it's been something that people have been talking about.
Yes.
And that is, what is it all going to be? Will Nano live up to expectations is the headline. And what are your thoughts on this? You read the story?
Yes, I read the story this morning. I think it was a very thought-provoking article. We are very hopeful and optimistic that nanotech is going to become a reality. But to go back to the things we were talking about before, remember, these economic development programs are supposed to be regional with a capital R.
Right.
I think, again, Herkimer County ought to be examining a way to become more involved. What part can we play, particularly, and I brought it up before, in the area of the water supply in Hinckley. I think those kinds of questions should begin to be talked about regionally now, not suddenly when a building starts to go up. Oh, we need 100,000 gallons of water daily, and that's the only place we can get it. Sorry, we got to do it.
It is one thing that one of the things that's brought up in the story out of Malta is that, well, the people didn't move necessarily. They don't come in. The workers don't live in Malta. So I'm expecting to hear, they're living in Vermont and they're driving in every day. But no, they moved to Saratoga and they moved to surrounding areas. That's that regional view that we need, Ray, right? I mean, we need to look so that Herkimer County and Rome and the outlying areas would benefit from this as well. That's how the region improves, right?
I would much rather be sitting here talking to you about this expectations for Nano than a company or more leaving the area.
Right. What do we do with the properties?
So I'm the optimist, okay? Yeah. Hey, this is a huge transformation.
Do you see the story as being a negative story?
No.
I don't see it as negative. I think
questions
these are
have to be asked.
Questions that were asked. I mean, we've been made a lot of promises from the administration particularly, and hopefully they're going to come true. I was here when the governor was here and they announced GE and the first companies coming in. Yeah. It was a very optimistic assessment, and again, it will be transformational for this region, and I say region with a capital R. Yeah. And we need to learn how to work more cooperatively. Up and down the line.
And your group has really been there, right? You're saying 16 years you've been a regional group.
On September 24th, 2015, we hosted a meeting at Harts Hill Inn with Anthony Tazzi, who is referenced in that article. Yeah. And he is the planner. He is the planning guru in the capital region, more than 30 years, and he has been very involved and integral part of Global Foundries going into Malta. We reached out to him and said, listen, our community and our region is going through that same transformation. Yeah. We invited him here, and he came and he talked for over an hour and a half with 200 people from the community. And he said, listen, this is huge. You're going to have some bumps in the road. But I can tell you, he said, your community is already way ahead than we were.
Really?
He said, because Global Foundry came right in, boom, and very quickly we had to get ready. He said, your region is already ahead of the game. Yeah. So with something this magnitude, there are going to be bumps, but
seem to have more land in this area.
That's what I was going to say. The dynamics of our area are certainly different than in Saratoga, where everything is expensive and it's kind of a cloistered small community. We have a lot of rural areas here that can be developed for nice housing. We have nice neighborhoods existing now. I think it's a little bit of a different circumstance.
Christine knows that area really well, and your thing is that they all love the prices of houses here.
Right. And that's a big draw to this area, because I had spoken with a lot of people who said they're just waiting for Nano to come because they're moving because of the high cost of homes and land in Saratoga. They're moving here.
Yeah. Taxes. You can go up and down the line. We've got a lot of things to offer that perhaps Saratoga can't or won't or doesn't.
Got it.
I want to say two things. One, people ask a lot. They see the announcements and they hear about things. When are things going to start happening? They are happening. Look around this region with hotels and national chains.
The hospital project is going to
look at what's happening
now.
Just in the last 2 to 3 years. Things are happening. And two, just a few weeks ago, I was very privileged to be a part of a group that welcomed the board members from AMS from Austria. They were here for 2 days, and I had the opportunity to meet with them, and we took them on a tour of with Mohawk Valley Edge. We had them at the tour of the brewery, and at the end of the tour, we were in the 1888 room, and we had just just informal conversations with them. And I talked to them, and they said they are very, very excited about being here. Not only are they putting up $2 billion plus, but they're looking forward to enjoying our quality of life. And so when I said to him, the COO, I said, are you looking forward to being here a lot?
Yeah.
He said, we're going to be coming back and forth. He said, our people want to know, where can we go hiking? Where can we go skiing in the winter? And where do we talk about? Macaulay Mountain. I mean, there are so many things for them to embrace, and they are excited to be coming here just as we are excited to have them here.
Mark, I'll give you the final word.
Okay.
About 20 seconds.
Just to bring it back to what we began talking about, the regional economic development, and much to their credit, Oneida County has a plan, a very specific plan. They've stuck to it through thick and thin.
Herkimer County's got to do the same
commend
thing.
that. And we talked about these grants, the community grants. It seems to me, and this is just my observation, Herkimer County's various entities, it's just a shotgun approach. You get an application from here.
If this event you guys are doing, we're going to promote it coming up.
We want to have one central point and have some expertise to help our community.
WIBX Utica. Rome,
This is a Fox News
8 o'clock.
alert.